Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels. So for today's episode we are back with the Superfriends deck. I'm going to keep this one just because I don't really want to mulligan down again if I can help it. We're playing the rank 14 Wenji Chen Yu, something like that. It's a pretty complicated name. I'll be hoping to draw into a second black source just so we can potentially get Liliana down pretty early on. Okay, so we've got an Expedition Envoi, so we really need that second black mana like pretty pronto. Grab the first one with the Evolving Wilds though. Do have a Canopy Vista as well. Black mana? Ooh, hello. We'll drop the Canopy Vista down this turn. Reason being is this one will come in untapped, so we can drop you, then Liliana, and then hopefully just ping off his Expedition Envoi would be quite nice. Another option is the Oath of Gideon, which I'm actually thinking might be slightly better there. Yeah, probably Oath of Gideon, just because it's going to be able to trade with the Expedition Envoi and potentially any other human that he might play. Plus it'll also give our Liliana an extra loyalty point when she comes down, so double bonus there. Okay, so he has played out the Suntail Hawk, so yeah, I think Oath of Gideon is probably the better play here. We can play the Oath of Gideon out this turn. We can trade with the Expedition Envoi. Oh, we've got Oath of Chandra as well. If we had the red mana, that would be pretty sweet, but unfortunately we do not. So yeah, one of these can trade with the Expedition Envoi, and then we can drop Liliana down next turn to then ping off the flying Suntail Hawk, which is quite nice. So basically all I really want right now would be mana. I'd also take a Rampant Growth, would be quite nice. He's also managed to play out a Topplegeist, so taps one of our creatures. That's fine, we only needed... Okay, so he's going to tap two of our creatures. Not particularly enthused by that, but hey-ho. So he's going to be able to swing with both of his creatures now. So, yeah, they just get tapped down, so they will untap this turn. So we are going to take a couple of damage, which is okay. If I had a second black source here, I would be tempted to just Languish. Oh, sorry, if we had any mana, I was going to say I could have just Languished, but... So I think we're not going to swing with either of these, so we just skip blocking. Play out Liliana and ping away one of his creatures. So he's going to get rid of you, for example. So Liliana goes up to 5 loyalty, so the most you can go down to would be 3 this turn at the moment. If he swings with all 3 of these, we can obviously block the Expedition Envoi. Topplegeist, you can only potentially have one of these left. So yeah, all I really want right now is a red mana, and I'd be very, very happy. Okay, so he's going to be able to tap down one of our creatures and then knock off an extra point from Liliana. So he's going to swing with the Topplegeist and the Suntail Hawk, which is not surprising. So Liliana is unfortunately going to go down to a 2. Okay, interesting. He's gone for the Expedition Envoi. He's going to try and go in for the kill. So we are just going to block you. If I get a 4th mana, it would be really nice, because that way I could just Languish away these 2 creatures and I'd be in a pretty good situation. But nope, we are not going to get that, unfortunately. So maybe just Nissa. If we +1 Liliana, drop this one down to a 0-1. Then play out Nissa as well. We may as well swing here with the token, because otherwise you can't block either of these anyway, and you just get tapped down by the Suntail Hawk. So we may as well just get ourselves a plant creature. There we go. So he's got 2 targets for his Topplegeist now. I would be tempted to kill Topplegeist this upcoming turn. He has played out Kythian, so we do really need to kill Kythian with Liliana next turn if possible, or maybe even the Topplegeist, because he can't actually... No, he can't give this indestructible at the moment, so he's going to ping Liliana for 1. It's fine by me. So we are going to be able to kill that one, which is quite nice. We do have our 4th mana, so do we just Languish here? I think we do. This is pretty good value for the Languish, so I'm going to, you know, kill you for now. Swing? Do we swing? Nah, I don't think we do. I think we just Languish here and then use Nissa's ability here to put another plant token down. So that's pretty cool. So we got the 4th mana that we need there. So he's completely mana screwed. We've got the 4th mana we need to get things like Kalitas online, which is awesome. We've got our token generator in the form of Nissa. Okay, so he's playing on Always Watching. Not too fussed by that. Don't think we've got... The only kind of enchantment removal we've got in this deck would be an Anguished Unmaking. Okay, so we have a 5th mana now, which is good, and we've also got a red mana for next turn, so we're just going to do nothing this turn. Play out Kalitas. And then we're going to +1 Nissa, get another plant token. We're also going to +1 Liliana, and not obviously give any of our creatures +2, -1, because that would be very unsensible. So yeah, we're back online here. We've managed to weather the storm, basically. So he's going to declare in stone our Kalitas. Kind of works for me, because it just gives me a card draw mechanic. And then he's got the Cliffside Lookout, which we're just going to kill with Liliana. I know we're not, because of the Always Watching. We are just going to basically neuter it, though. Nope, we do have the Oath of Chandra, which is even better, actually. So yeah, if we play you out, we can just ping it like so. I'm going to go for the Elvish Visionary, I think. So let's... I'm going to -2 Nissa now, just because I actually want to be able to start swinging for some damage. Marvellous. And then I think we're going to play out the Elvish Visionary. We're looking for a 6th mana here at this point for Sorin. We've already got enough colours for him, so we literally just need a mana of any colour. Gideon also works for me, I'm going to be honest. You know, it's just another powerful planeswalker, so not going to complain there. Got another Cliffside Lookout. Like I said, we can just neuter with the Liliana, so it's pretty cool. Another mana, so we could play Sorin here. Yeah, I'm going to play Sorin out. Just -2 that one. 1-2, we gain some life. Fantastic. Just go +1 Liliana there. Do we -2 Nissa to pump up all of these? I think that might be a good idea, and then we'll just generate another plant token next turn, I think. Just means we can swing for 6 this way. We have a Planar Outburst, so I'm not too fussed about him playing lots of creatures. And then we also ping for 2 damage because of the Oath of Chandra. So far this is going much better than the match we played in the Deck Tech episode. We're actually, you know, winning. We've got three Planeswalkers online, and yeah, he's just left the game. So I think we're probably going to leave it here. We're going to leave it here for now. What am I on about? Move on to the next game. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, everyone, here we are with game number 2. We're playing a rank 5. I completely missed his name. It's like David something, I think. I'm going to keep this just because we've actually got the 2 Elvish Visionaries. So in theory, by turn 4, we should have, you know, a 4th mana. We would have drawn 4 cards by then. I'm feeling reasonably confident with the double Elvish Visionary. Oh, never mind, we've got the 3rd mana anyway. So I'm definitely feeling very happy that I decided to keep that 2 mana hand there. So yeah, this will allow us to draw 2 additional cards. We've got an Oath of Liliana to deal with a big creature if we need to. Do like the Oath of Liliana generating us additional tokens, which is also quite nice. Yeah, we're playing David Bedlam. I thought it was David something. So we'll drop the Woodland Cemetery here. We've even managed to find a 4th mana already, so I'm feeling extremely confident right now. I always feel vindicated for keeping that 2 mana hand. Like I said, because I had the green and the black there. Sorry, the 2 mana and the double Elvish Visionary. I was pretty confident we were going to find the mana we needed. So we can probably play out the Evolving Wilds and grab a red source at this point for get our first Chandra. Sorry, get our first red source for Chandra later on would be a good idea. Okay, we've got Kalitas as well, so we're able to get him down next turn. So we'll play out the Evolving Wilds, also play out the Elvish Visionary. And we've got the double black source, and we've got the double red source, so this is all coming up Ollie right now. We don't have the double white source for Linvala, unfortunately, but it's not that important. I'm sure we'll be able to get it down eventually. So he's decided not to swing there. He's going to swing. You know what? I'm going to skip blocking. Reason being is that potentially I can kill it later and then get the zombie out of it for Kalitas. So we're going to grab the red mana here that we need for Chandra. Go allow us to sweep the board if we need to. So he's got a couple of Elvish Visionaries. He's looking like a fairly traditional red and green ramp deck, maybe? Don't quite know yet. We've even managed to find ourselves an Ob as well, so that's pretty sweet. Probably want to get Oath of Liliana down next turn, just because it's going to mean we're going to get these zombie tokens from dropping our Planeswalkers later on. That's pretty important. Plus it will allow us to ping one of these and then trigger Kalitas and get a zombie. Okay, so we've got a tireless tracker. Something we can deal with either Ob Nixilis or Chandra potentially. So hopefully that won't get too pumped up. If not, we can just destroy it with Ob Nixilis, so it's pretty cool. We've also got the Planar Cleansing, which is sweet. So we're just going to drop you, grab one of his... so we're obviously going to sacrifice one of our Elvish Visionaries. What happened there? Oh yeah, I was going to say, don't I have to sacrifice one of my creatures? What's going on here? Okay, I'm really confused now. When Oath of Liliana enters the battlefield... Oh, each opponent... Oh, I don't even have to... Wow, I thought it worked the same as Fleshbag Marauder. I thought I had to sacrifice a creature. That's even better. That's like a Fleshbag Marauder, which is less crap on its own. Okay, interesting. So I don't think I'm going to swing. Hold these open as blockers for the Tireless Tracker, potentially. So it's up to a 4-3. We can just kill it with Ob next turn, so fantastic. Get ourselves another zombie from Kalitas. Worst comes to worst, we do have a Planar Outburst. So he's getting himself another clue token. We'll go up to a 5-4 potentially. He's also got himself an Ullenbold Mysteries. So he will be able to get the little human token if he wants it. I mean, I could double block here. I mean, I could triple block here. Because even then it would only go up to a 5-4. And we would get the zombie back. Saves us having to use Ob. What's that then? Gets +1. Oh, I feel a bit stupid now. I'd completely forgotten about that one. Confront the Unknown. Gets +1/+1 for each clue token. Okay, so never mind. At least we have Ob here to ping it anyway. Ooh, that's even better actually. So we can drop the Oath of Chandra here, ping that. Very nice, because he can't sacrifice the clue token because he... Oh no, he can. Damn it, I forgot that the Westfell Abbey was up. That's completely my own fault, guys. I'm sorry about that. That was my own silly fault there. Because it's all the way over here, I'd completely forgotten it was even on the battlefield, so now I feel foolish. I think we're going to swing here. Even if he blocks, we'll get some lifelink back. And then we'll just kill that with the Ob Nixilis next turn. Or we could even Planar Outburst if we really needed to. We also have the option of the Linvala potentially as well, because he will have... No, he won't. If he plays one more creature out, we will be able to drop Linvala and get the Angel token. No, we won't, because we don't have enough white mana for a Linvala, unfortunately. Nor do we have the Planar Outburst, which I've just realised. So we really need that white mana at some point. So I think we're just going to drop Ob here and just ping that. And he's got Tamea's Journal, which is terrifying, but at the same time we should be okay. See, this turn the Oath of Chandra would have been fine, but, you know, foolishly I... Okay, we also have Linvala, so we've got her down for next turn, which is good. If we need her. So he's going to destroy you. Get ourselves a zombie, because it's a creature. No, you know what? I'm going to play it safe here. I'm not going to swing with Kalitas, because I don't want to... Saying that, I forgot completely about Oath of Liliana, which possibly could have saved us. Although, if he's got, say for example, no, I could have got away with swinging with Kalitas there. I've just realised. I was just thinking, even if he had a sweeper, we would have been alright, because he would have killed his one creature that he could have swung at Ob with. So he's got himself an island. So I think we might just drop Chandra next turn. Could also drop Linvala, would also work. Okay, so use that for the mana fixing instead of the +1/+1. So Chandra could work out pretty well here if we kind of sweep the board for 1. More mana is never a bad thing. So we'll draw a card first before deciding what to do. Just more mana. So let's drop Chandra. Can sweep the board for 1 because he's quite nicely done that, which means we don't lose either of our zombies. Thanks for that. Which means we can now swing with all of these. What's he got? Absolutely nothing. What's he doing now? Is he sacrificing a clue? He's sacrificing a clue. Okay, so he's going to get one of the human soldiers. I'd forgotten about that. So he can kill our zombies. I don't think he can kill Kalitas though, which is probably the main thing. He can ping those two. So we'll be able to block those particular zombies, but that's fine. We did get rid of 2 of his Ulvenvold mystery creatures anyway, and we ping him for 2 damage, and we get another zombie back anyway because of the Oath of Liliana. Very nice Oath of Liliana. There's all these lovely zombies. So we're probably going to +1 Chandra this turn, you know, generate the tokens. So he will get Nissa, which will be able to flip immediately, as he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that will make 7. Just realised he does actually have blue in the deck. I'd completely not realised that up until now. So he's going to just immediately summon the Asher the Awoken one, Ashaya the Awoken one, and then play out the Anok Guide, which he's going to put the counter on this time. I mean, we could be like super greedy here and Planar Outburst and then swing with the 2 tokens, but I almost feel that's a little bit too greedy. Let's +1 Ob first, see what we get. Do get an Anguished Unmaking, so I could Anguished Unmake that and then swing with my 2 tokens. Let's just add this up. So how much damage would he be able to block? So we'd lose 2, but we'd be pushing through 3, 5, 7, and he just decided to leave the game. Okay, so I think we were going to win there. We had like 3, 5, 7, 10, 30, yeah, we had 13 damage, so yeah, that would have been lethal anyway. So yeah, let's move on to game number 3. Okay guys, here we are for game number 3. We're playing the rank 19 Varuga, something like that. I will double check. Yeah, this is okay actually. I think we could probably get away with this. Start with the Evolving Wilds. May grab a white source. Yeah, probably a white source. Got the Evolving Wilds to mana fix even more, so it doesn't really matter too much. So we do have Bruna already in our hand. 5/7 flying vigilance creature, so pretty powerful in her own right. Would be nice to find Gisela. So we do have the Elvish Visionary. We won't be able to play it this turn, so we'll just play out the black mana. Play out the Canopy Vista next turn, which will allow us to play Elvish Visionary. Okay, so we've got green, white and blue so far. Interesting. Yeah, we're playing Varuga. So very nice. We managed to find ourselves a 5th mana, so we're looking pretty good here for getting right up to Bruna, because this will get us the 7 mana we need, and we've even managed to find ourselves an Oath of Liliana as well. So it could be very useful. So he's got himself another Elvish Visionary. I'm guessing he could be mana screwed here if he's only got the 2 mana, and nope, he does have the 3rd mana, unless he just drew it from the Elvish Visionary, in which case that's a pretty lucky draw. Do we block here? Nah, I don't see the point quite yet. So we do have the Greenwarden of Murasa, which is going to be useful later on. We'll drop the Cinder Glade. I think we're just going to go straight for the Explosive Vegetation. We'll grab a green and a red. Yeah, why not? I think it's the only basic mana we don't have. Yeah, green and red. Skip attack for the time being. So we will be able to drop Bruna next turn if we want to. What happened there? I heard like the damage sound or something like that. So he's played like Tireless Tracker. So we're probably just going to Planar Outburst next turn. Especially as he's not dropped a mana with that. So he's not going to be able to investigate. So we may as well throw you under the bus now. Yeah, he's not played out of mana. So I think Planar Outburst is probably the correct play here. Just because I don't want him finding that 4th mana and then triggering his Tireless Tracker to investigate and start the ball rolling on finding more cards. So I'd rather just get that out of the way now. So there's a really weird sound coming down whenever so he's found himself an Explosive Vegetation, which is probably what he was setting up for this turn, to investigate many times with the Tireless Tracker. So I think while he's not got anything down, I think we can probably just drop Bruna. And then we'll probably try and drop the 2 Oaths down next turn, and then Nissa the turn after that. So yeah, we ramped up a little bit quicker than he did. Even if he kills it, we do have the Greenwarden to bring it back. So he's played out the Ulvenwald Hydra. So sucks to be you, mate, but I'm about to force you to sacrifice your own Ulvenwald Hydra. I almost feel bad about that, but I don't like this card, so I'm not feeling bad at all. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, we even had the Anguished Unmaking if we didn't have the Oath of Liliana, but this is definitely the better of the 2 cards here. Goodbye, Ulvenwald Hydra. It's not as though I liked you anyway. Because he has reach as well, so we wouldn't be able to swing with our Bruna. So that's quite nice. And then we're going to play out the Oath of Gideon as well, which gets us the additional tokens. And then we can play out Nissa next turn, get the double benefit from the 2 Oaths. Also have the Anguished Unmaking to deal with any pesky creatures he might have. Greenwarden of Murasa could come in handy for pulling back something like the Planar Outburst. So what's he got now? How many cards has he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 8? No, it is only 7. Miscounted there for a second. So he's got a Myria Shepherd, so if he plays a land, he will be able to landfall something back. So he has managed to pull back the Ulvenwald Hydra. Oh, yes, we've got the double Anguished Unmaking here. So I'm going to ping you. Play out Nissa, swing with the Bruna, and then we're just going to Anguish and make the yeah, let's swing with all of these. Yeah, we're going to Anguish and make the Hydra again next turn, so that's going to be pretty funny. Oh yeah, we're also +1 Nissa as well, would be a good idea. So I'm assuming he's probably going to play Ulvenwald Hydra out again, would be my assumption, and then we're just going to Anguish and make it. He'll only have 2 mana left open, so unless he's got something good with those 2 remaining mana. So we also have the Greenwarden, which is good for either pulling back probably one of our Anguished Unmakings again, or we could just Suppression Bonds us, that also works for him. I think we still potentially have lethal here if we -2 Nissa, because that would give us 3, 4, yeah, 6, 8. So he has to either play out a creature, even then we're just Anguished Unmake it anyway, or we could just Anguished Unmake the Suppression Bonds. So yeah, he's basically dead. I don't see why he hasn't quit yet. Doesn't he not realise that I've got more than enough lethal on the board? So we want to choose Suppression Bonds. Then we just -1 Nissa, -2 Nissa, sorry, and he's decided to leave the game. Okay, 3 very good wins today, so I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, we're up to rank 19, doing pretty well here with the Superfriends deck. So the deck tech one was a little bit of an outlier. It was just a very unlucky match. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here for now. As always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.